Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, everybody. It is Monday, December 8th, and you know what that means. It is time for the High Risk Wrestling recap. I am your host, Jeremy Pierce. Check out the socials, Charismatic Creations on Facebook and YouTube, Charismatic_Creations52 on Instagram, and of course, the 215 on Twitter. And without further ado, let's get into the news. Well, why hasn't LA Knight ever won the big one? It just seems like the WWE will never put the world title on him because they just don't think he's world title material. They think he's right there below, and they won't give him the ball and let him run with it, and that sucks. Paul White is eyeing one more full-time run in AEW. I think his last match was that like Yakuza street fight they had, but his hip and his knees, aren't what they used to be. He wants to do it, and Tony Khan will support him as long as it's done right and he can be healthy and succeed at doing it. And some great news. TNA has announced a new TV deal. They will be signing with AMC. This is a 3-year deal. This is either a 3 or 5-year deal starting in 2026. It is worth about $30 million. So that's $30 million for the full length of the contract. It's something. It's not a WWE deal. It's not an AEW deal, but it's something, and it is great news for TNA back on a major network. They haven't been on a major network since they were on Spike TV. Let that sink in. There was news of Sami Zayn. We all assumed, we all believed that he was going to win the Royal Rumble and go on to WrestleMania to face Seth Rollins, but apparently plans changed, and essentially Roman Reigns wants another championship run, and that's what he's going to get. So plans for Sami Zayn have gone down the wayside. Now, look, he can still win the Royal Rumble, but I'm not so sure. We need to see what happens on that first Raw of the new year, how things shake out. Peacock, we're losing the WWE library very soon. We have no idea where it's going to go. We're assuming it's probably going to end up on ESPN, but that's a big thing. Remember when the WWE was $10 a month? They had their own thing. Lena Cross, the rising independent star, is apparently heading to AEW. She may not be officially All Elite, but that is the assumption. TNA were really interested in her, but AEW is probably going to snatch her up, and that is a big get. Signing her, signing Zeta Still, they'll probably end up signing Heian and Maya World. Those are good gets for the women's division for both AEW and Ring of Honor. TNA has announced the time, date, and location for their Genesis pay-per-view. Will be going down January 17th at the Curtis Caldwell Center in Dallas, Texas. Probably, a Saturday? January 17th is a Saturday, so probably 8 p.m. AEW has been there a lot as well, and they made the announcement with the lineup of all of their champions and Nick Nemeth. Things are all looking good for TNA, and they're going to try to get AJ Styles for one last in-ring return in their company. AJ Styles made his bones in TNA. That's where he became the phenomenal one. And, AJ Styles said he plans on retiring in 2026. We'll see what happens. Tony Khan has actually passed on the TV deal for Ring of Honor. The CW wanted Ring of Honor, but Tony passed on the deal because he is loyal to Warner Brothers Discovery, and he still wants to get them a good TV deal. It's not like it was a bad TV deal. It was a really good one, but he's loyal to Warner Brothers Discovery. NXT has announced the time date of New Year's Evil. That will be going down Tuesday, January 6th. New Year's Evil is their annual TV special. That could always end up being a big event. Let's do it. The Rock, we all figured this was coming, has been nominated for a Golden Globe for Best Actor in a Drama for his role in The Smashing Machine. He's going up against some heavyweights. He is nominated alongside Joe Egerton, Oscar Isaac, Michael B. Jordan, Wagner Moore, and Jeremy Allen White. Emily Blunt has also been nominated. She was nominated for Best Supporting Actress in the same film. On the injury side of things, it looks like Nick Wayne, the current TV champion of Ring of Honor, will be making his return very shortly. He's been out with an injury, and that means we can get the matriarchy back. Bianca Belair says her finger is feeling better, is getting fixed. This thing has kept her sidelined for a good long while, and Darby Allin has been pulled from the Continental Classic because he is hurt. We don't know how long he's going to be out. We don't know what the extent of his injury is, but he will no longer be in the Continental Classic, and he will be replaced by Jack Perry. But that is the news and injuries, and we should be right back with the weekend review. Let's get into the weekend review. You know, we start off with Monday Night Raw. This was the Survivor Series Fallout show. The show gets a fist. We open up with Io and Rhea in the ring. Look, they won War Games and they won the Tag Team Championships. Charlotte and Alexa have an issue with that. They want the tag team titles because they didn't get their rematch. Ripley told them to get to the back of the line. Charlotte refused. Bliss suggested the rest of the night. Io accepted. Bada boom, bada bing. We're backstage with Adam Pearce, Ivy Now, and Paul Heyman. First, Pearce confirmed that the match will be happening later in the evening. Ivy wants a title shot against Maxine Dupree, and Pearce promised her first crack. Don't know why. She hasn't done anything. She hasn't even been on TV in a couple months. And then Heyman and Braun interrupt, and they demand to know who's under the mask. And Heyman's like, Pearce wants to know who's under the mask, and Heyman like, I don't know. Whatever. But Breakker wants a shot at Punk, which he is getting. Then we had the Jey Uso LA Knight last time was down semifinal match in a solid back and forth affair, but ultimately LA Knight won via pinfall, advancing to the finals. Jay has a breakdown of the match. He's destroying stuff ringside. He's snapped. He's destroying equipment, throwing steps. He is visibly enraged. Backstage, we were Lyra and Bayley, and they're talking about, asking Pearce for a tag team title shot. Get a match or two. Asuka and Kairi mocked Bayley and was like, yo, we're champions. You are nothing more than a stupid idiot. The Judgment Day were in the ring. Dom bragged about beating Cena, declaring himself the greatest Mysterio. Liv made her return as he thanked her, and she declared the Judgment Day are back on top. Liv slapped Dom, then kissed him, and formally rejoined the group. I don't think she was ever out of the group. We got a training vignette of Natalya training Maxine Dupree at the dungeon again and again and again, and Maxine is getting pushed to her limit. I'm so glad we might be finally getting the Natty Neidhart character that's been killing it on the indies. Adam Pearce stupidly asked the ref to look at the surveillance tape and see just who was under the mask. AJ Styles and Dragon Lee defended the tag team titles versus the New Day. This match was kind of short, but ultimately Dragon Lee and AJ Styles won. Stephanie Becerra was backstage and she warned betrayal leads to consequences, and then, Liv said, congratulations, but I'm coming for your championship. Heyman, Breakker, Reed, and Logan Paul were in the ring. Heyman thanked Brock, he thanked Drew, confirmed that Braun will be taking on CM Punk for the world title on the first Raw of the new year. And Breakker then cut just an absolutely amazing promo for him. Said Punk looked down on him just like Seth did, talked down on him, said if you can cut a promo, well, he's going to hurt you. I'm going to ruin your career because you're nothing more than a soft ass bitch. Whew. All right. Jey Uso was maybe getting interviewed, and ultimately he took responsibility for his failures and said maybe Roman was right that titles don't belong on his shoulders, on Jey Uso's shoulders. Solo Sikoa and Gunther fought in the other semi-final match of the last time is down tournament, a fantastic affair. Wow, but Gunther ultimately won this match. This match went almost 20 minutes. It's probably the best match of Solo Sikoa's WWE career so far. After the match, LA Knight confronted Gunther in the middle of the ring. AJ and Styles and Dragon Lee said, we want to put the titles on the line again. How about the War Raiders, which will be happening, I think, tonight. Ray and Logan Paul were also backstage, and Logan threatened Ray into putting him in retirement. Ray was not having that, slapped him, and officials had to break them up. In the main event, Charlotte and Alexa Bliss took on Rhea Ripley and Io Sky. This was kind of jockeying for position, and this was a good, solid match. But ultimately, the Kabuki Warriors interrupted the match, took them out, took out both teams. Bayley and Lyra tried making the save. They got beat down until the Judgment Day showed up. Raquel, Liv, and Roxanne just took out everybody. Then Raquel picked up one of the tag team titles. Liv picked up the other tag team titles, Liv and Raquel were the squad, but also Roxanne and Raquel. And Liv gave the title to Roxanne. Okay, we might be all on the same page. And Liv raised their arms. Over on Dynamite, the C2 rages on, baby. This show gets a thumb up because it's the Continental Classic, man. So we were in the ring with Samoa Joe and Eddie Kingston face to face. Joe ordered Schiavone to get his fat, ugly ass out of the ring. And Joe mocked Eddie. I sent Hook with you to see how the other side lives, to be with the losers, to be with the Drex, to be with the king of the bums. Eddie said, I don't know who the Samoa Joe is. Like, I respected you, dog. You know what I mean? You're a legendary Ring of Honor career, but this Joe's soul to soul. So if you don't bring that Ring of Honor Joe, I'm gonna eat you alive and destroy you. And he dropped the mic and bounced. That's what I am talking about. Then we had another Continental Classic match in the Gold League, ladies and gentlemen. It was Kazuchika Okada versus Pac in a fantastic match, if I do say so myself. They went back and forth. It was really good, but ultimately Pac lost. Okada snuck one out with a roll up. Solid match. Backstage, Mark Briscoe reflected on his history with Danny Garcia, and the tide has turned, and now I'm the champion, and I'm gonna take you out at Winter is Coming on Collision, because Winter is Coming is one of AEW's biggest shows of the year. Ricochet was backstage with the Gates of Agony, and he touted his growing demand and how Ricochet is in demand with us being the new national champion. He'll defend the title Friday at Final Battle against Dalton Castle, and then he'll defend it again on Collision, which he did both nights. Spoiler alert. We were backstage with the conglomeration. Renee interviewed the whole squad, and Strong was like, I am not part of this group. Stop it. And he vowed to destroy Orange Cassidy on Collision for their Continental Classic match. We got an update on Darby Allin. He is in the hospital. He was kept for a week. He has yet to be cleared, and we'll find out what his status is for the Continental Classic on Collision. We had a next up Continental Classic Gold League matchup, Kyle Fletcher versus Kevin Knight. Fantastic match. Y'all don't believe Kyle Fletcher when he said Kevin Knight's going to be a star. Kevin Knight is where Kyle Fletcher was like 2 years ago. He's going to be big in his business. Kyle ultimately won the match, finishing him off with the running knee, followed by the brain buster. Don Callis claimed he had the Bucks' money and dared them to come take it. The money is rightfully theirs. Conversation erupted with the Bucks attacking Kyle Fletcher. Okada, Hacha Sarah, and Josh Alexander joined the assault. The Jurassic Express made the save. Kenny then came in, made the save, dropped Okada with a Snapdragon. Babyfaces stood tall. I like what we're doing with Kenny. Stay in these tag matches where he doesn't have to do a lot of major work here. We got the other semifinal matchup, the Timeless Love Bombs taking on the Mega Problems in the Hardcore Holiday Death Match. Just a fun affair. Brutal as usual. Not a lot of blood this time around. The winner of this match will go on to face the Babes of Wrath in the finals to crown the first ever women's tag team champion. Sansa came out, revealed herself as Luther. It's great to have him back, distracting Marina Shafir, allowing Storm to use her shoe and score with a thumbtack assisted pin roll up. You know what I mean? The Dark Order was backstage with Hangman Adam Page, where they were going to the ring. Hangman was kind of with them, and they have history, and they said, yo, don't get involved in our match. And Hangman said he promised not to interfere for now. Mercedes Moné defended her resume and her PWI ranking and promised to defeat Red Velvet at Final Battle, as the TV championship will be on the line. Stokely and FTR confirmed, they are the tag team champions, and they will end up destroying the Bang Bang Gang. The Ops easily ran through the Dark Order. This was for the Trios Championship. Match went about 6 minutes. After the match, Hangman arrived with a chain and a beer bottle, took out security, and caused the Ops to leave. And he said, listen, Hobbs, Shibata, I want both of you, and you know who my tag team partner is, so get your affairs in order. The Don Callis were also backstage again, and this was to clear up the confusion about the Continental Championship and the International Championship. Essentially, why would we put both championships on the line? Because if Okada wins, both titles stay in the group. Hangman is going to run through every single person in the ops so he can get his hands back on Samoa Joe. And in the main event, Continental Classic matchup, Jon Moxley, Claudio Castagnoli. Just brutal match. Absolutely amazing. I don't know how you cannot like Jon Moxley. He was busted wide open. Claudio ended him with a crazy uppercut, kind of a Mexican standoff. This was just good. They celebrated. Pac congratulated Claudio. Yuta and Shafir checked on Mox and Garcia. He just kind of watched by the wayside to see what would happen next. I don't know. Over on TNA Impact, what was the show? This was the Final Resolution Go Home show. We opened up with the Hometown Man versus Brooks Jensen from NXT, who was accompanied by Lexis King. Ultimately, Brooks Jensen won the match after King uses Kane on the Hometown Man. Jensen got the W. The Rascals, we had a good triage segment with them. They are back together, all of them. They kept calling Wentz Wesley for obvious reasons. So it was Wentz, Miguel, Myron Reed, and I'm missing somebody. And Desmond Xavier. So yeah, there you go. We discussed the rivalry with the Order 4. Okay. That's some faction warfare going down. The Inspiration were confronted by Tessa Blanchard, who wants a tag team title match, her and Victoria Crawford. Mila Moore jumped the Inspiration, and all three attacked them. The Inspiration ended up rallying to clear the ring, just like Mila Moore's aligned with Tessa and Victoria Crawford. We got Santino hyping the tag match for later in the evening. Xia Brookside, Danny Looney fought each other in a number one contenders match. The winner will face Laying Lee at Final Resolution for the Knockouts Championship. Xia Lee ultimately rolled up Danny Luna for the win. This was a good match. Xia Brooks is getting better and better every single week. Her friend and partner Laying Lee congratulated her, confirmed the match will be going in at Final Resolution. Mike Santana easily went through Robert Stone, and he promised to take out every single TNA invader until he gets his hands back on the TNA World Championship. We got the announcement that TNA has signed a television deal with AMC. And Cass said he's going to look. If he's going to finish JDC, he mocked his comparison to Cena and Styles. I promise to end JDC's career at Final Resolution. We got a first-class penthouse segment with AJ Francis and Rich Swann, hosted by Leon Slater. Is Leon Slater in first class? I think so, but he doesn't seem kind of affiliated with AJ. AJ salted Swann and for not defeating Slater at Turning Point. Slater fired back. AJ, we good. Ended up a fight breaking out, and he choke slammed Slater through the table and through the X Division onto Slater while standing over. Looks like we got a nice little feud going down. The system got a promo, and they're going to do this for JDC, discuss also replacing him, and Eddie Edwards closed with trust the system. JDC responded angrily to Cass, accused him of crossing the line by mentioning his wife, and promised a serious side of him at Final Resolution. Trey Miguel ended up losing to Mustafa Ali, who ended up tapping him out. This match went about 8 minutes. I wanted to see this match go 20 minutes because I know what these two dudes can do in the ring. Team TNA versus Team NXT went down with the Hardys, Steve Macklin and Cedric Alexander taking on Lexis King, Stax, Tyson DuPont, and Tyreek Igwe. Ultimately, Team NXT won in a shocking result. After the end of the match, Stax argued with Santino before he dropped him with a punch. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Over on SmackDown, this was the Survivor Series Fallout show. Cody attacked Drew in his car because Drew tried to show him to the arena, and he's still suspended and it's not going to be lifted. Cody, doing the babyface thing, is begging and pleading for Drew's suspension to be lifted. We'll see. Because also Drew's not winning the WWE Championship, which absolutely sucks. I hate this for him. Ciampa told Gargano that he and Candice would soon be U.S. champion once he faced Ilya Dragunov. Melo told Ciampa, "You out of luck tonight, boy." And Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley, the Terror Twins, are back, and they are coming for Aleister Black and Zelina Vega. the open challenge by Ilya Dragunov was answered, of course, by Carmelo Hayes. And Ilya didn't see this, but he ended up getting the win thanks to help from Ciampa. And then he saw the replay on the screen, and he is pissed. Backstage, Charlotte and Alexa said they got to set aside their differences with Rhea Ripley for Alexa's sake. She said, listen, you got to just let it go. Like I said, War Games was a win to strengthen their bond, and they're going to focus on the tag team titles. Then Alexa, in some cruel twist of fate, ended up defeating Kairi Sane. In no clean, clear-cut world could Alexa Bliss carry Kairi Sane's jockstrap, but whatever. After the match, Nia and Lash dropped everybody. Dropped Charlotte and Alexa. Dropped the Kabuki Warriors. Don't forget about them. Nick Aldis let Cody know that the winner of the Ricky Starks over Femi match will face Cody at Saturday night's main event. Cody also apologized for his actions for earlier in the day. Jade Cargill ran through Alba Fire. Okay. 1, 2, 3. That's a wrap. Praxium sorted out a match with DIY, and Dragunov was like, yo, he wants Ciampa next week. Well, Tama Tonga was still in the back. Michin stepped up to Jade. Okay, let's see what happens there. Solo was in the ring with MFTs, and he declared war on the Wyatt 6. And of course, the lights went out. The Wyatts appeared. Massive brawl broke out. The Wyatts stand tall. Miz complained about not being booked for Saturday night's main event, and always announced that Bayley would take on Sol Ruca on Saturday night's main event. Gunther, LA Knight, last time is now final match. The winner against John Cena at Saturday night's main event, and this was a solid affair. I was hoping against hope that LA Knight will win, but no, Gunther wins, forcing LA Knight to go to sleep with the sleeper, and Gunther promised to make John Cena tap out in his last match. Over on Collision, this was the C2, of course. Orange Cassidy versus Roderick Strong in a Blue League matchup. This was good, really solid, and ultimately Orange Cassidy snuck out a win from Roderick Strong, who did not see that coming. So everybody's backs are going to get broken coming up after this. Darby Allin was on the roof, letting everybody know that he has not been cleared. He has to drop out from the Continental Classic, and his replacement will be none other than Jack Perry. He wishes him luck. FTR was in the ring with the Bang Bang Gang and said, y'all, look, y'all doing this for everybody but yourself. You're doing this for Jay. You're doing this for Cohen. You're doing this for this person and that person. They're throwing shots at each other. Do this for yourselves, or you guys want to get ended. We were backstage with the Death Riders, hyping up Moxley, hyping up, everybody. Marina spoke about greatness, and Yuta said Mark Briscoe had no one pushing him, and Garcia mocked Briscoe, and he will get the TNT title back. Then we had Claudio versus Mascara Dorada in a Blue League match in the Continental Classic. Good match because Claudio and Mascara Dorada are great wrestlers. And get this, Mascara Dorada got the upset win with the Shooting Star Press. This changes a lot in the Continental Classic. We had a sit interview with the Babes of Wrath and the Timeless Love Bombs, and it's nothing but respect and love for each other. Tensions were a little high, but they promised to beat the hell out of each other. Tony and Mina emphasized their experience, while Willow and Harley said, we just got to do what we got to do, rewrite history. Swerve was in the ring, and look, he's back. He's going to do this one match with Hangman, and then they're going to have a long talk about where things go after this. Josh Alexander didn't want to hear any of that. Look, Josh got dubs on everybody, and he took out Ibushi. I Want You for Winter is coming. Shibata did a sneak attack on Swerve and injured his leg. Mercedes Moné was backstage, and she dismissed everything. She lost to Red Velvet at Final Battle, so she's now 12 belts. Monet. She then went on to defend her TBS championship against Layla Gray in a solid affair. And Layla looked good, but she was not enough for Mercedes Moné. She even taunted Christopher Daniels doing his Curry Man dance, which was pretty funny. She then gave him a low blow, and declared herself the greatest TBS champion. I can't wait to see her lose this belt, because whoever does it beats her is a made woman. Eddie Kingston spoke about, the culture that he grew up in, his love of wrestling, his longevity, and his respect. And he praised Samoa Joe as one of the best in the world. And I love you, but now I got to put you down because you are not a good example for younger wrestlers. We move backstage to the Triangle of Madness, destroying women backstage, and they are ready for Cardiff, as will be the Sisters of Sin versus Jamie Hayter and Chris Statlander. Ricochet defeated Ace Austin, retaining the national championship. Good match. I'm happy we're getting Ace on TV. I would have loved to see Ace in the Continental Classic, probably over Mascara Dorada. After the match, FTR attacked Ace Austin to the Bang Bang Gang teammates. Kameda made the save and used the tag titles as weapons. And in the main event, Moxley, Takeshita, pay-per-view main event, quality match, Continental Classic. Just an amazing match. Takeshita got the win with the Raging Fire. Ladies and gentlemen, if you watch one match from last week, watch this match. So Moxley has 3 points, and he's 1-2. Takeshita has 6 points, and he is 2-1. Our matches of the week, ladies and gentlemen, from Raw. We had a lot from Raw. Gunther versus Solo Sikoa, and the last time was now a semifinal match. From Dynamite, 2 Continental Classic matches, Kyle Fletcher and Kevin Knight, and Claudio and John Moxley. From SmackDown, Gunther versus LA Knight, and the last time is now final. From Collision, Continental Classic, Takeshita, John Moxley. Like I said, go and watch that match. From Final Battle, we got 3 of them things. Lee Moriarty versus Nigel Mcguinness in a 30-minute Iron Man match. Fantastic. Red Velvet Mercedes Mone for the Ring of Honor Women's TV Championship. And of course, Athena and Persephone for the Ring of Honor Women's World Championship. Final Battle was just cooking. And from NXT Deadline, the Women's Iron Survivor match, which was won by, shockingly, Kendal Gray. Star of the Week, I'm giving it to Gunther. Deonna Purrazzo for becoming your first ever Ring of Honor Pure Women's Champion. Red Velvet for defeating Mercedes Moné. Mercedes Moné has only been pinned like 5 times in like the last 2.5 years. And Kendal Gray for winning the Iron Survivor match. He earned the she earned the championship match against, who's the women's champion in NXT? JC Jane at New Year's Evil. But that's our show. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Look on the screen what we got coming up, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, check out the socials. Charismatic Creations on Facebook and YouTube. Charismatic_Creations 52 on Instagram. And of course, the 215 on Twitter. I'll see you when I see you. Peace.